forward technologies to catch you up on important updates and trends you may have missed during your busy day. Make sure to subscribe to stay in the know. 9 Best Tips Measuring Learning Outcomes and ROI in E-Learning. Introduction. In the realm of education and professional development, the effectiveness of any learning initiative is best determined through concrete measurements of learning outcomes and return on investment, ROI. E-learning, a rapidly growing mode of education delivery, is no exception. As organizations invest in e-learning programs to upskill their workforce and enhance knowledge dissemination, the need to assess the impact of these initiatives becomes paramount. In this comprehensive exploration, we will delve into the significance of measuring learning outcomes and ROI in e-learning, outline key metrics, provide insights into assessment strategies, and present best practices for optimizing the evaluation process. Understanding learning outcomes and ROI in e-learning. Learning outcomes. Learning outcomes refer to the specific knowledge, skills, and competencies that learners acquire as a result of participating in an educational or training program. In the context of e-learning, measuring learning outcomes involves evaluating the extent to which learners have successfully achieved the intended goals of the course or program. Return on investment, ROI. ROI is a financial metric that assesses the value gained from an investment relative to its cost. In e-learning, ROI measures the effectiveness of the training program by comparing the benefits derived from enhanced knowledge and skills to the costs associated with designing, developing, and delivering the program. Significance of measuring learning outcomes and ROI in e-learning. Accountability. Organizations invest time and resources in developing and delivering e-learning programs. Measuring learning outcomes and ROI holds stakeholders accountable for the success of these initiatives. Best 5 Ways Virtual Reality for Learning, Unlocking the Power of Immersive Education. Continuous improvement. Data-driven insights from outcome measurements enable organizations to identify strengths and weaknesses in their e-learning offerings, facilitating ongoing improvement. E-learning initiatives too. Resource allocation. By evaluating ROI, organizations can make informed decisions about resource allocation, focusing on programs that yield the highest returns. Demonstrating value. Measuring positive learning outcomes and ROI demonstrates the value of e-learning initiatives to key decision makers and stakeholders. Key metrics for measuring learning outcomes in e-learning. Key metrics for measuring learning outcomes in e-learning. Knowledge retention. Assess learners' ability to retain and apply new knowledge acquired during the e-learning program. Skill mastery. Evaluate learners' proficiency in applying acquired skills in real-world scenarios. Assessment performance. Analyze scores from quizzes, tests, and assignments to gauge the depth of understanding and knowledge acquisition. Completion rates. Measure the percentage of learners who successfully complete the e-learning program. Strategies for assessing learning outcomes in e-learning. Pre- and post-assessments. Administer assessments at the beginning and end of the program to measure knowledge and skill growth. Application-based assessments. Design assessments that require learners to apply learned concepts in practical scenarios. Case studies and simulations. Use real-world case studies and simulations to evaluate learners' ability to solve complex problems. Key metrics for measuring ROI in e-learning. Cost of development. Calculate the total cost of designing, developing, and delivering the e-learning program. 6 Expert tips: personalized e-learning experiences, enhancing education in the digital age. Time saved: assess the time saved by learners due to improved efficiency resulting from enhanced skills and knowledge. Employee performance: measure improvements in employee performance, productivity, and efficiency post-training. Reduction in training costs: calculate cost reductions from decreased in-person training and associated expenses. Strategies for calculating ROI in e-learning. Benefit-cost ratio: compare the benefits gained from the e-learning program to the costs incurred. Before and after comparison: compare key performance indicators before and after the program to quantify improvements. Surveys and feedback: collect feedback from learners and supervisors to assess improvements in knowledge, skills, and performance. Best practices for optimizing measurement of learning outcomes and ROI. Clearly defined objectives: set clear learning objectives that align with the organization's goals and desired outcomes. 7 Expert tips: the evolution of online learning platforms, revolutionizing education. Baseline data: gather baseline data before the program to establish a benchmark for measuring improvements. Customized metrics: tailor metrics to the specific e-learning program and the skills it aims to develop. Regular assessment: continuously assess and gather data throughout the program to track progress. Real-world examples of successful outcome measurement and ROI evaluation. Real-world examples of successful outcome measurement and ROI evaluation. IBM's training program: IBM implemented e-learning to train its sales force. By measuring increased sales performance and customer satisfaction, they calculated a substantial ROI. AT&T's training initiative: AT&T invested in e-learning to improve employee skills. The company measured ROI by considering the cost of training against increased productivity and efficiency. The future of measuring learning outcomes and ROI in e-learning. Advanced analytics: utilizing advanced analytics and AI-driven tools, organizations can gain deeper insights into learner behavior and tailor programs for maximum impact. Must read: 5+ best ways exploring the transformative power of online learning platforms. Predictive analysis: predictive analysis could help organizations anticipate learning outcomes and ROI based on historical data. ROI based on historical data.